Boys and girls, my lords, ladies and gentlemen, your majesty, inhabitants of the Delta Quadrant, welcome to the end of the world. Shocking non-horror attack as secular, atheist and other non-believers in mumbo-jumbo, hocus-pocus, etc. commit no horrific atrocities in the name of Allah, Jesus, Yeshua, etc. New geological epoch announced by scientists, the Moronocene age, characterized by rapid proliferation, growth and the impacts of human stupidity and dumbness on Earth. Climate change is fake, says Trump, chump, and a guy with a website funded by the Koch brothers. That's why we banned fossil fuel cars and gas central heating. That doesn't sound right. Hello, evildoers. I'm sick of the sight of it. Here are tonight's top stories. With reference to the Sri Lankan Easter bombings and the New Zealand mosque shootings, no atheist, secular or Gnostic communities around the world have celebrated the hate-fueled slaughter of moron idiot fucks by other moron idiot fucks. Imaginary leaders of people who don't believe any kind of wacky mumbo-jumbo have not given interviews to the media claiming, "We'll all be better off the sooner they kill each other." I jest, and that was, of course, satire. I could have written it differently. I could have written it like this. Atheists around the world are celebrating today as religious people are killing each other in greater numbers than ever before. Atheists were cheering them on from the sidelines, saying, "Yeah, go for it, retards, kill each other." But you have to be careful what you say because people go to jail for saying what they think. It's true. People get locked up and fined and go to prison for giving voice to their thoughts. The funny thing is, the hate speech laws used are mostly created to protect religious people who for years murdered women, raped children and killed unbelievers. These are the people who spent centuries, nay millennia, converting heathens at the point of a red-hot poker, at the end of a noose or the sharp end of a sword, all while claiming it was God's will and you and I and anyone else who didn't believe in God were evil scum, who deserved no better than a slow, painful death, and that we, the unbelievers, were sinners from birth, and only God's love, and the red-hot poker could save us. So, with my hand on my heart, let me assure you wackadoodle retards out there, I don't wish any physical harm upon you, but I do wish you didn't exist. This is me wishing you didn't exist. This is me imagining a world where you and your kind, metaphorically speaking, wither and die in vast numbers, till you're all gone, vanished, leaving only a vague, distant memory, like a fart on a bus. Gone, but still discernible from the stink of shit you left behind. Then slowly, even that fades, and generations of children are born and grow up unaware that your medieval mumbo-jumbo ever existed. I am your enemy. I am your foe. I might even be your worst nightmare because I'm free to think what I want and say it in a way that can't be suppressed or dismissed. Now, do us all a favour and fuck off and die, metaphorically speaking. And as an aside to that news story, I should like to discuss Count Dankula, if any of you are familiar with Count Dankula and the story of his prosecution for his training his dog as part of a joke that he was playing on his girlfriend. Now, it's funny because it reminds me of a funny thing that happened to my friend and I at our local golf course. What happened was my friend Buddha and we've been members of the golf course for some years, and I got an email alerting me to the fact that they'd put up the membership fees, you see, and when I spoke to Buddha when we met in the bar, he hadn't heard that the membership fees had gone up. And I said to him, "You won't believe it, Buddha, but they've put the membership fees up." And he said to me, "Well, what are they now?" I said, "Oh no, Buddha, why don't you guess the dues? Buddha, you'll have to guess the dues." And he laughed and said, "I don't think I can guess the dues." And I had to tell him eventually what the membership fees was because he couldn't guess the dues. You see, isn't that funny? And so I believe that Count Dankula is pursuing his appeal against conviction to the European Court of Human Rights, which is not an EU institution. So it won't matter if we've left the EU by then. And I wish him the best of luck, and I hope any of you out there who can show your support for him do, because the right to freedom of speech is fundamental to the battle for freedom. And if you can't say fuck the government, then the government can fuck you, quite literally. Okay, now I'm going to try something else, and I'm going to have to watch the comments because so far, technically, I've obviously had a few problems. So let me know if this shit works, right? I'm going to try and play a clip, and it should have audio, right? It should have audio, and I shouldn't be in it. Okay, no audio on that clip, so we'll skip that and go straight to and finally, as ice levels at both poles hit historic lows and global temps soar higher and higher, now might be a good time to remind everybody that climate change is a hoax. That's right, there's no such thing. People tell me all the time, usually shortly after I've made a video talking about climate change. People tell me it's just a normal variation caused by butterfly wings and extra rainbow colours. But the fact is, the vast regassing of our atmosphere by industrial activity and the ongoing reprocessing of our air by internal combustion engines is a good thing. Plants love CO2, they say, so it's a shame that because of deforestation, there's so few trees around to enjoy the extra we've put into the atmosphere. It's also not true that the acidification of our oceans is bad for all life, because jellyfish love it, and you'll be eating them soon. So what about the Great Barrier Reef and the plankton, who are all going to die? We don't need them, or any of the vast array of living beings that depend on them to form the food chain that we are inextricably linked to. Climate change, I'm told, was invented by a malicious group of super wealthy individuals and corporations. They grew tired of owning and controlling everything, so they decided to create climate change to fuck up their own lives. Because of climate change, these super wealthy people and their planet-raping businesses will now all give up the most profitable business on Earth ever, in exchange for us insulating our houses and driving a hybrid. As of June 2020, more than 14 countries around the world have proposed banning the sale of passenger vehicles powered by fossil fuels. China, the largest auto market globally, has a timetable for a ban. Japan plans to become a hydrogen economy by 2040. Other countries with bans or the implementation of 100% sales of zero-emission vehicles include the UK, South Korea, Iceland, Denmark, Sweden, Norway, Slovenia, Germany, France, the Netherlands, Spain, Portugal, Canada, Sri Lanka, Cabo Verde, where the fuck is Cabo Verde? And Costa Rica. And 10 US states that adhere to California's zero-emission vehicle program are also going to ban fossil fuel vehicles. Why would these industrialized nations ban fossil fuel use if it's okay? And if it's not okay, how bad is it? If we have to stop doing it immediately everywhere. You know, it's almost as if we're being lied to about the lies we're being lied to, if you know what I mean. But anyway, since it's a hoax, what are you waiting for? Burn some tires, leave your fridge open, and fuck a tree hugger in the ass, because they deserve it for trying to save us from killing ourselves. Thanks, and now the weather. Religious psychopaths are murdering each other in ever greater numbers whilst passing laws preventing us from calling them religious psychopaths, whilst simultaneously conflating racist hate crimes with simply calling religious people crazy lying psychopaths. A warm front of secular resistance is sweeping in from outer space, and soon all of Earth will be basking in sane, rational, non-psychopathic mental activity. Have a nice weekend. Whew. Well, I will try and keep an eye on the comments section for any other technical problems. Hopefully, what's this? Let's have a look. Dankula is a Zionist-sponsored stooge, just like his mates Tommy Robinson and Sargon of Akkad. Well, that may be. I mean, I don't know. I don't know who he's married to. You know, but the principle of free speech should not just apply to right-on people that you or I like. The principle of free speech should apply surely to everybody. And the principle of free speech is that I can say stuff that you don't like. That's the very basis of it. So I support Count Dankula, if only because people don't like what he said and they prosecuted him for that. And that's a bad thing, I think. And I will be campaigning for the right to be offensive for as long as I can. Now, I had a technical problem playing you a clip there, so I'm going to try something else. Let me know if this works, alright? As quick as you can. Okay. Ba-da-ba. Because I'm going to try and play that clip again. Alright, so here we go. I'm going to play a clip. Let me know if this works, right?
The moron obscene age began in 1945. Until then, humans were pretty dumb, but their stupidity wasn't big enough to leave its mark on the geology of the planet. After 1945, that all changed. The totally moronic act of exploding nuclear weapons in our own atmosphere began the atomic age and heralded not a new age of intelligent, clever human beings doing special snowflake stuff, but an age of really dumb, ugly, stupid humans. From that day on, we embarked on a litany of destructive practice which have so scarred and polluted Earth, scientists will be digging up our stupidity thousands of years from now. Imagine the scene as plastic Pokemon are retrieved from an ancient rubbish pit, and future scientists debate just how stupid you have to be to destroy your planet for shit like that. Humans are quite possibly such gigantic morons as to soon make themselves extinct, choking on our regassed atmosphere and drowning in a dead, lifeless, acidic sea caused by our industrial emissions. What's really stupid is the central cause of the destruction of our own biosphere is consumerism, the unnecessary consumption of resources and pollution of the environment to make very, very rich people slightly richer. Not much, just a little bit. Whilst simultaneously believing your iPhone 7 and Happy Meal toys represents improvements in the standard of living and or a cultural advancement. So, to recap then, the moron obscene age is named after life forms that call themselves wise apes, but who rapidly destroys its only home and universe to make shit it doesn't need from resources that can never be replaced. So, The moron obscene age began in 1945. Until then, humans were pretty dumb, but their stupidity wasn't big enough to leave its mark on the geology.
All right, well, I'm glad that worked,
after 1945,
because I've got some more clips
that all changed.
that I'm much more interested in playing than them. Meanwhile, I feel a song
began
coming
the
on.
atomic age and heralded not a new age of intelligent, clever human beings doing special snowflake
First of
stuff,
all,
but
let me
an
wish
age of
each
really
and every
dumb,
one of you
ugly,
a very
stupid
happy
humans.
solstice.
From that
For
day
today,
on, we embarked
or
on a
tonight,
litany of
is the
destructive
shortest
practices,
night,
which have so
and
scarred
will
and
be
polluted
followed by
Earth.
some of the
Scientists
longest
will be
days
digging up
of
our
the
stupidity
year.
thousands
And
of
that's
years
what solstice
from
is,
now.
and we'll come
Imagine
to
the scene
some
as
solstice
plastic Pokemon are
material
retrieved from an ancient rubbish
after
pit,
this.
and future scientists debate just how stupid you have to be to destroy your planet for shit like that. Humans are quite possibly such gigantic morons as to soon make themselves extinct, choking on our regassed atmosphere and drowning in the dead, lifeless, acidic sea.
All religion is evil.
What's really stupid is the central cause of the destruction of our own biosphere.
You know
is
it
consumerism, the unnecessary consumption of resources and
All-
pollution of the environment to make
all
very
religion
rich
is
people
evil.
slightly richer, not much, just a little.
I know it.
Whilst simultaneously
You know
believing
it's
your iPhone 7 and Happy Meal points represents improvements
All-
in the standard of living and
All
your
religion is evil.
So, to
It's
recap,
my right
Moron Obscene
to
Age
say
is named after
that
life who call
shit.
themselves wise apes, but who rapidly destroys its only home in the universe.
You could say it's my God-given right.
From resources that can never be replaced. So, with a few very, very rich people can be slightly rich.
All-
Meanwhile, our destruction and
All
consumption will
religion
kill
is
us,
evil,
but
even
soon
the ones
we may have
practiced in the
consumed so
very
much of
Far
the Earth's
East.
resources, we shall be unable to
You know it's
stations
true.
to escape our own garbage party.
All-
That is why we
All religion is evil, even the ones practiced by Hollywood superstars. I'm thinking of you, Tom, and John. All religion is evil, and it's my right to say that shit to you. Because they're lying, evil lying, motherfucking lying, evil motherfucking lying, evil lying, motherfucking evil motherfucking lying, evil motherfucking lying, evil liars. Amen. All religion is evil, and it's my right to say that shit to you. And long may it remain my right to say that shit to you. Yes, all religion is evil, and while it remains my right to say that shit to you, it might not for much longer. So, happy solstice to all observers and celebrators of the Earth's movements. Solstice is derived from the Latin word sol, sun, and sistere, to stand still, as when observing the sunrise every day throughout a year, it shifts across the horizon as the Earth's tilt alters its relative position. Solstice is the period when the sun appears to halt its movement across the horizon before moving in the opposite direction as the tilt of the Earth swings back towards or away, depending on the hemisphere you're in, from the sun. The summer solstice, also known as estival solstice or midsummer, occurs when one of the Earth's poles has its maximum tilt towards the sun. It happens twice a year, once in each hemisphere. That is the solstice, not the summer solstice. That only happens once a year. That would be mad. 2 summers. On the summer solstice, Earth's maximum axial tilt towards the sun is 23.44 degrees, and likewise the sun's declination from the celestial equator is 23.44. Now then, observers of the Earth's movement. The reason I like solstice as a celebration is because it's a celebration of something we know. It's not a celebration of some mumbo jumbo, some hocus pocus, or anything bizarre or unfounded in reality. It's actually a celebration of something fundamental to our life on this planet and our knowledge of it. And it points to accumulation of knowledge and the practice of using that knowledge to discern the nature of the world around us. And that's why I've decided that the world needs the astronomers, the greatest religion in the universe. Now, regular viewers of the show or the fucking news or previous material that I have put out may be familiar with the astronomers, which is good. But for those of you who are not, I will give you a little recap of the astronomers. Once upon a time, whilst I was making the fucking news and railing against religion, all of which are evil, I thought there has to be a better religion. Perhaps we could come up with one. But then an alien contacted me from another dimension, and he said, "Deke, there's already the greatest religion in the universe. You don't need to invent such a thing. The greatest religion in the universe." Ooh. This information was received telepathically from a planet outside of our solar system. And so when I realized this, I began making a series of videos on behalf of the greatest religion in the universe, called the astronomers, outlining the beliefs of the astronomers and how we could practice astronomy and become astronomers here on planet Earth and defeat the evil religions that proliferate on this planet instead of the good one. And so let me just play you a clip if I can, since that last one worked so well. Okay, this is an ancient clip, so okay, I looked younger and I was dumber. Or a little bit.
Fellow travelers, welcome to the middle of time. Join us at theastronomers.org to rid the world of ignorant savages, spread the facts, and travel the infinite road of eternal study. I am Ordono Mundi, and here we are, and being here is where it's at. Great googly moogly. Now, would you all please be upstanding as we sing our first hymn, O Unified Theory of Everything.
I know that time is infinite, does not end, does not begin, and energy can't be destroyed or created, only changed, and we can know things for sure. And though some mystery endures, someday we'll unify theories of all energy and mass we see. Books, my charts and facts, bring me instruments of this and that, bring telescope and chronograph, bring me my warm woolly hat. I'll not believe a single thing, nor shall I cease from studying till we have unified theories of the energy and mass we see.
Fellow travelers, Let us ask the questions so we may know. I say, let us ask the questions so we may know. I'm talking about the big questions, the important questions of all time. The questions that free us from ignorance and shine the light of knowledge upon the dark shadows of belief. Who are we? What are we doing here? And what is all this stuff? Today, I'm gonna ask the big question. The one all the savages and believers of mumbo jumbo give up on. The big question, even today, for us fellow travelers, let us humble ourselves before the big question. The ultimate mystery, the puzzle waiting to be unraveled. Where did it all come from? That's right. You know the question. You know the mystery. You know because the morons and the believers, they beat you with it. They whip it out and they taunt you and say, you don't know. Where did it all come from? And they think they got you beat. Because you got no answer. You got no answer. And even today, nobody knows where it all came from, how it all began. Right now, the astronomers, peering into the small and large universe, cannot answer the question. So, we have not yet stepped into the light of knowing where everything came from. The beginning, the start, the inception, but take heart, students of the way. Embrace the question. The question is the answer. For we will never know everything, and there may not be a beginning, there may not be an end, and the mystery may unfold forever, keeping astronomers on the eternal road of infinite study forever and ever and ever. Space-time. Don't for 1 second let this dismay you, for this is our way, this is our calling, our quest and our destiny. To not know is to question. To search is to find, and to look is to gaze upon universe in wonder and awe. And in each moment of wonder is the seed of knowing. In all the great astronomers of the past, it was the not knowing that drove them on. It was the question that made them look, the awe that drew them. So let us in all ways and at all levels of our enterprise celebrate not only the facts, for they are the compass to guide us through the sea of morons, our anchor on the drowning oceans of belief. Great googly moogly, yea I say though, yea I say to thee, celebrate the facts and what we know as our saviors and liberators. For I say to us all today, praise the question, cherish the unknown, and long live the mystery, for they are the very foundation of our eternal road of infinite study. Thank you all, and now let us know, our universe, which art all things, hallowed be thy facts. Thy existence is, and thy laws be done on earth as it is in universe. Give us our day, the day to day, that we may ask the questions, as we get answers from the questions that we ask. And lead us not into superstition, but deliver us from belief, for thine is the eternal road of infinite study, forever and ever. Thank you for listening. Remember to take the end of the universe poll on our website, theastronomers.org, all one word. Follow the bang. Farewell and mind the road. Great googly moogly.
So that was one of the first astronomers' videos. So, on this special day, solstice, with All Religion is Evil, the title of the show, in mind, I think it's perhaps a good idea if we discuss what religion is. And so, I did some Googling, as you might expect, great googly moogly. Religion is an acceptance that something exists or is true, especially one without proof. It's one of the first definitions. However, it can also be faith or confidence in someone or something, a belief in democratic politics. An interesting definition from Webster's there. But religion can be a pursuit or interest followed with great devotion, such as consumerism, which is, in some sense, some people say, a new religion. Religion can be a particular system of faith and or worship. And so that's quite a broad spectrum of what religion is. Is religion a good thing? I suppose it depends on your point of view. If you're born into an Aztec, Olmec, Mayan, Inca type of culture in South America, say 1,000 years ago, and when you're growing up they tell you the pheasant priest, the plumed sun priest requires a sacrifice this summer solstice, and you're it, and they're going to rip your heart out atop the golden pyramid, probably not so good. However, if you're one of the tens of thousands of people who that empire is feeding because of its organization and because of the cooperation that the consensus belief bought, then you could probably buy into the religion aspect of your culture as long as the fish keep arriving from the coast. So whether religion is a good thing or not depends quite a lot on your personal circumstances and the context. Religion has problems, religion has benefits, but to me, most religions are rather ugly. What they profess, what they proclaim, and what they claim seems stupid and unbelievable. So I could never, until the astronomers came along, really get behind any particular religion, hence the title, All Religion is Evil. It wasn't until the alien I spoke of earlier contacted me that I realized that there are great religions. In fact, the astronomers is the greatest religion in universe, and I should like to introduce you to my alien friend Ordono Cosmos, and here's a clip of him. Let's just see if we can get that going. Hopefully the sound on this will be okay too. Here is the alien who brought to my attention the existence, this very rare sighting in Glasgow, as it happens, of Ordono Cosmos Mundi, bringing the good word to the people of Earth.
People of Earth, this is a message coming to you from millions of miles outside of your solar system. Your planet is doomed, but you do not need to die. Follow the one and only true religion of the universe and become an astronomer today. Become an astronomer and save your immortal soul. Donate to my spaceship fund and I may save you. Just as soon as we get the money. They donate on my website, my Facebook, and my Instagram. Help me build the spaceship that will save all of our lives, and I will take you with me. The rest of you are totally fucked. People of Earth, get down. Have a good time. Spend all your money. Your planet is doomed, and you will die with it, unless you come with me on my giant spaceship. Subject to status. Your spaceship may or may not leave planet Earth. No refunds. Terms and conditions apply. People of Earth, get down. If I was an alien who the behavior of your ricks, you live lives of slavery, raking in the muck. The rulers, they are laughing while they fuck you for a buck. If I was an alien who came from planet X, we are just experiments in its genetics. Maybe quite annoyed, they maybe get a shock. They left us here in paradise, we turned it into cops. If I was an alien living here on Earth, waiting for my moment to take over your turf, would you try to stop me? Give it your best shot. I couldn't be much worse than the fuckers that you've got. People of Earth. People of Earth. I have come to visit you in peace and in goodwill. Get down. Spend for your money. Have sex with your neighbor. It's all over. Your planet is totally fucked. Your only salvation is to donate to my spaceship fund, and I may save you. Terms and conditions apply, subject to status, no refunds. People of Earth. Follow the one and only true religion in the universe. Join with me in the astronomers today. Join with me and spend your lives in the eternal road of infinite study, on a quest for knowledge and understanding and enlightenment. Or stay here on Earth, perished with all of the other people. People of Earth. Your planet is fucked. There's no doubt about it. You totally destroyed the place. In your greed, your quest for money and materialism, and now, your only salvation lies with us, the astronomers. Donate to my spaceship fund. Terms and conditions apply, no refunds. And I may save you. People of Earth.
There you go. There you go. Ordono Cosmos Mundi, bringing the good word to planet Earth there, and I hope that we can all help fund his spaceship and he can get back home real soon. So with that in mind, the astronomers, the greatest religion in the universe. But what do the astronomers believe? And who gives a fuck? Anyway, let's have a look. Okay, one of the things primarily that the astronomers believe is that we don't know everything. There will always be mystery, and that we should continue to try and find things out all the time. Hence their rallying cry, their cri de coeur in French, if you like, that sort of thing, is let us all travel the eternal road of infinite study. In short, let us not go about saying we know shit, but rather let us go about saying what can we find out. So let me just fire up some images here. And the next thing that the astronomers believe is that whatever we do find out to be knowledge and fundamentally a fact, not so much the truth. I mean, the truth is sort of, I have run out of Rizzlers. You know the truth when you've run out of Rizzlers is that you have run out of Rizzlers. The packet is empty. So a grand truth to be discovered by study. It's more a series of interconnected facts. And here on Earth, the sacred facts for astronomers are, in no particular order, but here's the first one. The Earth is round. It's a fact. Well, kind of. Actually, it's egg-shaped. You can see there's already some debate and mystery. The Earth is not flat. The Earth is round-ish. And the reason we know that the Earth is round is by doing something called mathematics, or geometry, to give it a more specific word. And one of the sacred facts of the astronomers is, first of all, the astronomer in question. There he is, Eratosthenes. He was a waiter on a Greek island at the time, and he was trying to figure out, why ships' masts appeared over the horizon before the ship did. And it turns out that the Earth is round. And he calculated this using a formula which is on this sacred fact, the parchment picture behind me. Let's see, what else have we got here? Sacred fact number 2. Let me see if I can get rid of my... There we go. Sacred fact number 2. The sun is very big. Essentially, the sun is so big that we are going round it, not the other way around. This is a homage, if you like. This is a fact discovered by Copernicus, who pointed out to the Pope at the time, who was quite sure that everything in the entire cosmos went around him. He was quite sure that the sun wasn't that big. But the sun is very big, and we go round it. You could call that orbiting. That's another sacred fact of the astronomers. These are things that the astronomers would say that we know rather than we believe. But the astronomers say that in a way that sounds ambiguous. So the astronomers say, we don't believe we know, and we know we don't believe. Which is a kind of nice convoluted way of saying, let's not be too sure about anything. Why don't we check the facts? So it's not so much a dogma as a process. And here's another sacred fact, the immortal spark. Essentially, the immortal spark is more than one sacred fact. It's actually the laws of thermodynamics, such as energy can't be created or destroyed, no system of energy conversion is 100% efficient, and so on. Those are the laws of thermodynamics. And Einstein, another great sage astronomer of Earth's past, was helpful enough to point that out. Gravity sucks. Isaac Newton, a sage astronomer of this planet's past, pointed out that gravity does indeed suck, although actually that's a misnomer, because gravity may not in fact suck. It's just that you may be falling through space all the time. See again, mystery, conundrum, things to speculate about. There are indeed mathematical facts that we can discuss that form a basis for understanding the way nature is working and unfolding, but they're not so much a dogma as a process. And that brings me to one of the things that the astronomers do, which is, if you're an astronomer, let me bring myself back here. If you're an astronomer, you're involved in maintaining the laws of physics. We maintain the laws of physics because they're not going to work all the time forever. They need regular updating. They may work just now. They may appear to work. But astronomers are involved in the business of maintenance. And the word maintenance has interesting roots and connotations because, first of all, to be an astronomer, you must maintain the laws of physics, as in the presence of people who believe wackadoodle shit, you must maintain, and I do, that the laws of physics currently represent our best understanding of the universe, cosmos, nature, etc., rather than something God told you while you were whacking off to a nun's bottom. So maintaining the laws of physics is a process of, in the first instance, saying that currently the laws of physics are the best guess we've got. The people in the past who were good enough to figure some stuff out for us did some good work, and we, furthermore, going along the road, we're involved in maintaining them like a car that needs a little lubrication. Maybe blow the tires up, save on the gas. So maintain the laws of physics. So travel the road of eternal, infinite study, maintain the laws of physics, and practice the great principles. Let me see if I have any great principles. I may or may not have images of the great principles. Ah yes, the great principles. Essentially, the great principles are this, that as an astronomer, you have to be honest when reporting your observations. It's no good to astronomy if somebody comes up and says, "Oh, I saw a comet behind a tree last night," and that turns out to be bullshit. Astronomers can't lie or tell inaccurate observations to other astronomers, otherwise shit won't work. The sums won't work out, and also there'll be a lot of confusion about whether or not such and such a phenomena actually did happen. So, to be an astronomer, one must be honest in reporting your observations, at least to other astronomers. I'm not saying you have to tell your wife her arse does look big in that, or when the police stop you and ask you what's in the back of the van, you have to say 3 hookers and a rape kit. No. I'm just saying that as far as astronomy goes, it's no good saying you're an astronomer if you lie about your observations. You've got to be honest. Furthermore, astronomers have to be peaceful. You can't study nature if you're busy blowing the fuck up. Blowing the fuck up out of shit, you know? You can't study nature if you're currently involved in destroying it somehow, or other forms of violence. And the third great principle is this. You have to look after yourself to be an astronomer, because you're no good to astronomy, the practice of the religion of the astronomers, if you die young, or you're so unhealthy you can't make it to the telescope at night. You've got to look after yourself, be peaceful, non-violent, and make honest observations. Those are the great principles. You maintain the laws of physics, you revere the sacred facts, and you travel the eternal road of infinite study. And so, this all seems so rational, sane, and enjoyable to me that I wholeheartedly embrace the astronomers as a religion, a faith rather than a worship. And it's the only religion I have ever come across, thanks to my alien trans-dimensional friend, that didn't make me wretch. And so I have become the astronomer's chief representative here on planet Earth. And I'm here tonight to urge, in fact I'm here forevermore in my mortal realm, to urge everyone I meet to become an astronomer and to fight the war on moron. And that's the other thing astronomers do. Let me introduce you to the war on moron. Here's another clip. Let me just get the war on moron up here. Bada bang. Okay. The war on moron. Just before I play the clip, I should point out that, of course, all other religions are evil and must be destroyed. Just like all the other religions believed you were evil and must be killed, destroyed, or converted with the red-hot poker and the spear. So the astronomers is in some ways like other religions in that we believe if you don't believe or practice astronomy, you're an evil moron and we're going to destroy you. And that's what the war on moron is. It's a process whereby we, the astronomers, wish everyone on this planet to be an astronomer, so that the planet can enjoy good health, mental, physical, and otherwise, and that we can also rid the planet of the evil, noxious, destructive effects of other religions. And until that day comes, when everyone on this planet is an astronomer, our alien friends simply won't come here. And so we must fight the war on moron in order to cleanse this planet of evil and bring about our salvation with the help of our alien friends. So here's the war on moron.
Earth, as far as we know, the only place life exists anywhere in universe. A special place, rare, unique, fragile, irreplaceable. Our home. All the people of Earth are in grave danger, not from terrorists or natural forces, not from climate change or disease, but from the dark forces of Moron. Moron, the Dark Lord of stupidity. the bringer of dumb, the harbinger of delusion, ignorance, and darkness. The maintainer of mumbo-jumbo, hocus-pocus, and gobbledygook, whose shadow we are all born under. His disciples, the morons, do his work, spreading dumb, doing dumb, being dumb, and his dumbness envelops us all in a great dark cloak of ignorance. For these are the dim ages. Belief and delusion, the pillars of morons' evil work, abound across the earth. Imaginary beings, unsustainable economics, the destruction of life for profit. Moron feeds on the fantasy lives of billions of humans as they grope through the glory of existence, hobbled by collective stupidity, blinded by ignorance, crippled by lies. Unless we fight them, morons will destroy us and our home, the earth. Morons will make you and your children stupid. Morons believe anything and will kill you if you don't believe it as well. Morons are everywhere, and the Dark Lord Moron is making more every day. Now is the time to take sides, to stand with the astronomers on the eternal road of infinite study, on the side of light and life and knowledge, to praise the laws of physics and spread the sacred facts. For none will be spared and none will be untouched in the war on Moron. Moron who believes without question. Moron who has faith but no facts. Moron who claims a higher hand guides them to do dumb. Encourages their ignorance. These moron must be stopped. Only morons can destroy life and claim a higher purpose. Morons are base, merciless killers whose dogma, bigotry, prejudice, fear, and loathing has doomed humanity to millennia of ignorance and death and suffering. We, the astronomers, must fight Moron before his dominion over the people of Earth is complete, before believing becomes compulsory once more, before this brief window of light is snuffed out and the tyranny of dogma returns, before morons in the senseless quest for wealth destroy Earth and its life. We are all born morons, but by ridding ourselves of ignorance we are saved from stupidity and dumbness. So it is for the world. Armed with knowledge, spreading the facts, shining the light of inquiry, we fight to save the earth and its people from Moron. The astronomers will bring the miracle of facts, the joy of knowing, to the people, gently washing Moron from their mind, illuminating the darkest corners of dumb, lighting up a world of mumbo-jumbo with the awe and wonder of universe, adding to our order till we rid the world of ignorance and Moron is defeated. Join the astronomers and follow in the footsteps of some really smart people, for every human on the eternal road of infinite study is one less follower of the Dark Lord Moron. Join the astronomers. We know.
Well, there you have it. The War on Moron. What about, let me just bring that up there. Yes, the War on Moron. And if you'd like to help fight the War on Moron, that's better. Fight the War on Moron, save the planet, travel to the stars, and live forever. Thermodynamically speaking, as all energy cannot be created or destroyed. The War on Moron, a process whereby we, the astronomers, will convert everyone on the world to not believing anything stupid and studying some facts that may or may not be true. We'll maintain them as and when we find out some more stuff. So, if you'd like to help, fight the war on moron, or if you'd just like to have a sane, rational, peaceful, non-violent belief in something. And, you know, because I've often felt that atheists were kind of shortchanged. There are 1.5 billion atheists and people of secular persuasion on Earth. 1.5 billion! Man, that's a big club. Imagine the parties if we could all get together. And I hate people, so I'm not very gregarious, socially speaking. But I'd make an exception for fellow astronomers. And in future programs, I will be talking more about the astronomers as we hopefully make some inroads in the war on moron and pursue the eternal road of infinite study. But that's it for now, and that's it for this week. Before I go, I should just like to say thank you again to whoever it was who purchased the work of art on eBay. That was the last work of art I will be auctioning, and I will be making an Etsy shop. If you would like to help me out, buy me a coffee, buy me a beer, support my crack habit, if you'd just like to help fund future End of the World shows, if you'd like to help me upgrade my audio system, for instance, then you can visit my Etsy shop and buy a piece of art, or you can donate on Patreon, or you can go to deekjackson.com and buy some of my music. The Disobey album is out now and features many rebel songs and protest singings by myself. Also, if you'd like to join the Astronomers in one way or another, you can go to The Astronomers, all one word, theastronomers.org, and sign up. I should warn you that by signing up, this is not like you're joining Instagram or Facebook or something. By joining the Astronomers, you commit to becoming an ordained member of the team. It may take you some time, and it will cost you some money to become an ordained minister, reverend, ordono of the Astronomers, and you will become part of the war on moron, and you will help facilitate the taking over of this planet for our alien friends. But if you don't want to join the Astronomers on that basis, you can simply buy the t-shirt at Cafe Press/The Astronomers, all one word. Let me see, I can just show you this in a window. Oh, all the links to this stuff will be in the information of the video. Window capture. Add an existing. That's not it. Window capture. There we go. Okay, there you go. If you don't want to join the Astronomers and help fight the war on moron as an ordained minister in the cosmic alien religion of wonderment, you can just buy the t-shirt and help me fund my crack habit, or at least buy me a cup of coffee. There's currently only one t-shirt in black on the picture, but I believe you can select a variety of colors on Cafe Press. So, get back the window capture. Gosh. All right. And so, that's it. Thanks for watching the End of the World. And as usual, I'm going to leave you with a song about the existential nightmare of existence. And no matter what you believe, and no matter what you fight for or die for, no matter how you spend your life, no matter what you're chasing or catching or getting out of life. Remember, it'll never be enough. Live fast, die young, don't give a fuck. Smoke it, snort it, shoot it up. Eat and drink, orgasm too. Oh, give it to me, baby. Chocolate muffins 1 and 2. It will never be enough. There'll always be some stuff of which you're wanting more. Oh, baby. But you can't have it all. In an infinity of space-time, you'll never be satisfied. Though you climb the highest peaks, help the aged and the weak, it will never be enough. There'll always be some stuff of which you're wanting more. You can't have it all. Experience the greatest buzz. Shave your pubes and scratch the fuzz. Be a big celebrity. Donate your time to charity. Live fast, die young, don't give a fuck. Smoke it, snort it, shoot it up. Eat and drink, orgasm too. Chocolate muffins 1 and 2. It will never be enough. Thanks, and good night.